Well, let's begin. All right, hey DJ. Th-
Hello.
this is Granblue Radio, I believe number 415. It might be 414. I may have misnumbered because we skipped a week. But anyway, um, the week that is we're up getting kicked in the face by Tart Man. What? This dude kicks real hard. Uh,
That's
have
my favorite mechanic of a billion buffs. And also, in order to remove the stacking, you have to do a certain amount of damage in one hit. When one of the things they put behind all the buffs is damage mitigation.
yeah. Um, Frau has been a star. But anyway, so the thing that we're actually gonna be talking
The
about,
biggest
yeah.
star is actually Zeta.
Also true. Zeta's a big star.
Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise, Zeta's really good, guys. Anyways,
Well,
sky's blue.
it's that whole thing about, long fight fire and short fight fire, right? Where it's like we went into there's completely different teams where not a single character on my Nightmare 150 team stayed on my team. Everybody swapped out.
Well, yeah, because 150, you didn't last more than like 3 turns.
Yeah. 200 also was like, "Oh, I get to keep the I get to keep the 150 team." And then 250 came out. You're
Is
like, "Okay."
because it's the same health, just higher defense.
Well, 100 to 150 is same health. 150 to 200 is not same health. But yeah, 100 to 150, I kept the same team. I was like, oh, I don't have to switch at all. And then 200 actually wasn't long enough for Boogeyman yet because I wasn't getting the full stacks. I'm like, oh. And then suddenly it's like, okay, everybody, we need to refactor everything. But anyway,
Yeah, I wish Clarice was better, but actively making the boss not CA is also bad.
yeah, that's what I my testing ended up discovering as well. So anyway, what we're here to talk about is the thing that they have announced for next month so far. So we don't have Choregra yet. That's in 4 days. But the thing that we do know that's coming in July is that Rise of the Beast is coming. And now that they have finished out all six Saints or Saint affiliated characters, they're starting us on this next cycle. And the next cycle is going to be going back in time and the summons that we have ignored for nigh on what 3 4 years, the ones that we've actively told people not to get because they're not worth the stones, they're going to be used as part of the ongoing process to take these free characters and strengthen them. So step one, they came as an incidental part of buffing your entire element with the Yupeis. Um, and
Hmm.
now it's like, okay, now you actually have to go out of your way to take these characters who are, mildly useful to good, like somewhere on that spectrum, and then make them like better. So, one second while we go back and talk about the cost of this thing. So, the reason that we haven't picked up many of these, if any, is because they cost an actual valuable resource, right? Where it's like you have to pay your stones in order to get them. And these four symbol stones are something that you actually need to use for things like gold bricks, perpetuity rings, mostly those two. And now they're saying,
Very
hey,
good stuff.
yeah, actually good stuff. And now they're like, hey, here's this summon that honestly wasn't good on release either. And now you want to buy it, then uncap it, and then it'll have a sub aura when you equip it that will boost that Cardinal Saint.
And will it be worth it? Who knows? There's too many. There's not enough grid slots and character slots.
Yeah, like they do this for collab characters, and sometimes it's like funny
It's funny.
and it's flavorful, where you like put Giyu in a team with Tanjiro and the Demon Slayers, and he does a little bonus thing, right? It's fun, but it's also something that you grow out of very quickly. in this game because we talk about how grid space is at a premium, summon grid space is at a premium, character slots are at a premium. Those are the things that we run out of first. And like just let's just take a look at my freaking Unite and Fight team, right? Where it's like each one of these summons has a very significant sub effect that matters for the entire team and not just one character. Um, the equivalent of that was when, like, for various hexachromatic hierarch teams, you have a slot dedicated entirely to surviving 40%. And in order to figure out what you use to survive that 40%, it involves, like, cutting flesh, essentially. Because, once again, it's like, are you giving up damage cap? Are you giving up um, skill boost? Are you giving up the ability Keelan, the most powerful summon in this game? Are you giving up passive bonuses? Are you giving up healing? Are you know, all sorts of things that you're giving up. And
There's a small asterisk in this where fire and fire and, specifically and wind have very easy ways to ignore that summon slot.
yeah, the way that water ignores it actually gets worse as you get better at the game.
Because you go too fast.
hmm And so it's like, all right, you know, maybe I'll go back to putting Alexiel in here because this is painful. I have to sacrifice Paella right now if we go too fast as a group. But yeah, like anyway. So every single one of these grids for any content at this point has painful choices to make. And so the way that a summon can make a single character better, that's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a real tough one. But you know, we have a week and a half to find out, and in the meantime, sharks, sharks
Oh
and
yeah.
sharks versus Nessies apparently is going to be the next event, and that's always fun. Do you know who Hanayu is, DJ?
Nope.
Neither do I. Do you know who Hinata Minami is?
No.
All right, cool. Two people I've never heard before. This will be fun. All right, but anyway, that's it. That's all we have to talk about. Um, I will probably keep you on the line. I'll end the episode, but probably keep streaming because I would really like your advice on Uma Musume because I don't know what I'm doing. This game's 20 hours old to me. So
Okay.
anyway, that's it for this week. Next week it'll be the middle of Anime Expo, but also we'll end up talking about like all of Choreogra probably. But until then, enjoy your weekend,
I
DJ.
mean,
Whoop, go
I'm
ahead.
not available next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe I'll have Umikin on the call or something, or talk to Bancho. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I always figure it out. Or I'll skip a week. This is something we do for fun.
Man, this Tartman sucks when you have to revive your team.
Yeah, because the characters that we're using have a long ass ramp time.
Not only that, evokers do not get their turned upright skills anymore,
mhm. Yeah.
and Fimi does not get her revive skill.
Yeah. True. I was gonna say it's like I was like, oh, sick. Frau gets to cast Splendor again, and it doesn't do anything. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.